Today in the battle arena, we've got Godzilla, the king of all the monsters, going up against one of the most powerful monsters over in the DCEU, the Karathen. So who's coming out top here? Let's find out. Alright, now before we get into the breakdown, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications, some more great videos like this one every single day. Okay, you subscribed yet? Alright, now we can get into it. And first things first, what I want to talk about Godzilla. We all know he's powerful. He's the most powerful Titan out there. But just how powerful is he? Well, for starters, he is just big. He's massive. Actually clocks in at 400 feet tall and 90,000 tons. So big, in fact, he swam straight through battleships and he's able to level cities in his fights, destroy buildings basically just by walking straight through them. Godzilla has also destroyed skyscrapers by pushing the female Muto and King Ghidorah or Kong straight through them. He does this a surprising amount. He's also just able to push around, overpower these kaiju. We don't really know how much a Muto or Kong weighs. We know for a fact that King Ghidorah weighs a little over 140,000 tons. Over 100,000 tons! He's also got a pretty powerful bite, chomping down on one of Ghidorah's heads, tearing it off completely. Even his tail is really powerful. He killed the male Muto when it was flying around with just one swing. Accidentally knocked over a skyscraper as well when he did it. The thing about Godzilla isn't just that he's insanely strong. We just showed that he is insanely strong. But he's also insanely durable. He is tough. The big guy knows how to take a punch. He's taking consistent attacks on the Mutos, Kong, King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla. And all of them are easily as strong as Godzilla himself. You could even argue that some are stronger. In a tie-in comic for the 2014 movie, Godzilla actually took the Permian impact, which is a collision that killed all life of that era. Godzilla also survived the Castle Bravo nuke. Then in King of the Monsters, he survived a nuclear blast directly to the face. He wasn't just unfazed by it, but actually juiced up and powered up by it. Also survived the Oxygen Destroyer, which was designed to destroy all of the oxygen and kill everything within a 2-mile radius. Also, just taking Mechagodzilla's energy beam and Ghidorah's gravity beams are extremely impressive. Rodan was taken out in one shot. Mothra was killed by that beam. Godzilla was able to take it. And then there's Godzilla's atomic breath as well. He's got his own. This ray is so powerful it was able to kill the female Muto, push around King Ghidorah. I've already been over how large those guys are. It's also just a stream of nuclear fire. On top of that, it's looking like it gets more and more powerful each movie, to the point where in Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla is able to use it to drill all the way down to the Earth's core. So yeah, Godzilla is pretty powerful. But now let's flip the script, talk about the absolutely monstrous Karathen. She's one of the most powerful beings on Earth, and is a colossal and ancient sea creature. She's tasked with guarding the Trident of Atlantis in the Hidden Sea for an entire millennia, before she got on to help Aquaman stop the war against the surface world and take his rightful spot as the King of Atlantis. The Karathen is super strong, pretty much just through her size alone. The VFX team actually said she was 2 miles long, and she's able to effortlessly overpower Aquaman, swat him all around, putting her probably above both Wonder Woman and Steppenwolf based on scaling. She tunneled through miles of the seafloor and burst out in the middle of the battlefield, and then took out some Atlantean ships like they were nothing. She might not look it, but Karathen is surprisingly fast too, saying as how she was able to react to Aquaman while he was swimming all around. Arthur could even lay a hand on the trident, despite how fast he is under the water. She's also unbelievably durable. Shrugged off whole barrages from the Atlantean army, took attacks from Aquaman like they were nothing, even swam through lava. Came out the other side just fine. In fact, it's been said that she is the most durable being on the Earth who was born on the Earth, as the only time she was hurt was when Atlantis fired its howitzers, and even then it only briefly staggered her. So she is incredibly tough. She's incredibly powerful. I mean, she was taking all of these weapons when the one gun that Black Manta got could do this. So who wins here? Well, if we're just cutting straight to the chase, I don't think the Karathen has the durability to win this fight, to even survive this fight. She was able to walk through attacks on the Atlantean army, but is that really any different than Godzilla walking through all sorts of attacks from the military? So we know what their low end showings are. What about the high end? I mean, can Karathen compete with Godzilla taking several nukes, taking all of these attacks from all these kaiju, getting thrown around by them, taking the Oxygen Destroyer, even taking the Permian Impact, and that meteor hitting him right smack on the head? The Karathen might be able to survive one of those things, possibly. I mean, Doomsday and Superman did survive a nuke. It's not out of the question for the Karathen to do it too. But surviving all of them? Taking all of them? Yeah, we haven't seen anything to suggest that she can do that. Godzilla has already proven he can do all of it. Godzilla's tougher. Then there's his atomic breath too. I mean, if she was noticing these kinds of attacks, can't imagine that she won't notice these kinds of attacks. I mean, Godzilla is at the point now where his atomic breath is able to burrow through to the center of the Earth. If he's able to do that sort of stuff, can't imagine he can't hurt Karathen with it too. And she doesn't have the durability to suggest that she can survive that attack. This is a really cool fight on paper. Both giant sea creatures, Karathen is 2 miles long, got like 6 or 8 tentacles. She's able to do a lot of cool stuff. But Godzilla just has some undeniable advantages in this fight. With how tough he is, with how strong he is, and especially with his atomic breath, I'm liking him a whole lot in this battle. So yeah, Godzilla is coming out on top here. Godzilla wins. But what do y'all think? Who do you think wins this fight? Godzilla or Karathen? Sign off down below. Also, be sure that like button, subscribe button, turn notifications, join the Fanco army, and I will see y'all next time.